If you're a homeowner in Huntington, New York, you've probably noticed that your home is worth a lot more than it was a few years ago. The median sold price in Huntington hit roughly $838,000 in mid-2025, up over 7% from the year before. Listings are hitting the market at a median of $939,000, and more than half of all homes that sold went for over the asking price. On paper, that sounds incredible. But here's what most people don't talk about: what it actually costs to sell a home in Huntington through the traditional process, and why a growing number of homeowners are choosing a completely different path. Let's start with the numbers. On a home that sells for around $830,000, agent commissions at 5 to 6% cost you somewhere between $41,000 and $50,000. That's before you account for closing costs, which typically add another 2 to 3%. And if your home needs any work, new roof, updated kitchen, cosmetic repairs, buyers in this price range expect turnkey condition. That's exactly why 52% of homes are selling above asking. The ones that are updated and staged are getting the premium. The ones that aren't sit longer and sell for less. Then there's the property tax reality. Huntington sits in Suffolk County, where the effective property tax rate is about 2.5%. On an $830,000 home, that works out to over $20,000 a year in property taxes alone. That's roughly $1,700 a month just in taxes, not counting the mortgage, insurance, or maintenance. Every month your house sits on the market waiting for a buyer, those costs keep piling up. This is exactly the situation where a local cash buyer makes sense. And I want to explain what that means, because there are a lot of misconceptions. A local cash buyer is someone who lives and invests in your area. We're not a national corporation or a tech company making automated offers from a spreadsheet. At The Property Father, we know Huntington. We know the neighborhoods: Huntington Village, Huntington Station, Cold Spring Harbor, Lloyd Neck, West Hills. We know what homes are worth block by block, and we use that local knowledge to make fair, honest offers. Here's how the process works. Step 1, you reach out. Call us at 516-548-6558 or fill out the form at thepropertyfather.com. Tell us about your property, the address, the condition, your situation. We don't ask intrusive questions, and we never pressure you. Step 2, we evaluate your property. We look at recent comparable sales in your specific neighborhood, the condition of the home, and the current market. Then we present you with a cash offer, usually within 24 to 48 hours. We walk you through the numbers so you can see exactly how we arrived at that figure. Complete transparency. No hidden fees, no last-minute deductions. Step 3, if you like the offer, you choose the closing date. Need to move in 7 days? We can make that happen. Need 60 days to sort things out? That works too. Your timeline, your terms. And at closing, you walk away with your money. We handle the title work, the paperwork, and any liens or issues that need to be resolved. Now let me be upfront about something. A cash offer is going to come in below full retail value. That's just how it works. We're taking on the risk, the repairs, the holding costs, and the resale effort. But here's where a lot of Huntington homeowners are surprised. When you subtract $41,000 to $50,000 in commissions, $17,000 to $25,000 in closing costs, $10,000 to $30,000 in repairs or concessions, and 3 to 5 months of carrying costs at nearly $2,000 a month just in taxes, the net proceeds from a traditional sale start to look very similar to a cash offer. In many cases, the cash number is actually better once you factor in the time and certainty. So who benefits the most from selling to a local cash buyer in Huntington? If you're going through a divorce and need to split assets without a drawn-out listing, if you've inherited a property and don't want to manage or renovate it, if the home needs significant repairs that you can't afford or don't want to deal with, if property taxes are eating into your budget on a home you're not even living in, if you're relocating and need to close quickly before starting a new chapter somewhere else, or if you're simply a homeowner who values certainty, speed, and simplicity over the gamble of the open market. Huntington is one of the most desirable areas on Long Island, and that means your home has real value regardless of its condition or your situation. The question isn't whether you should sell, it's how you want to sell and what makes the most sense for your life right now. Give the property father a call at 516-548-6558 or visit thepropertyfather.com. We'll give you a no-obligation cash offer, and you can compare it to what any agent tells you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just